In this video, we'll do a quick example on how to do synthetic division for polynomials. So we'll divide 2x to the third plus x squared minus 13x plus 6 by x minus 2. So the first thing we need to know is we need to find the test root. And all we have to do that is take this binomial x minus 2 and set it equal to 0. So our test root is going to be 2. All right, now we're ready to prep our first row. And to do that, we need the root. So we've already got that. That's the 2. And then we need the coefficients from our first polynomial. So let's just go through and underline those. We have 2 from the x cubed term, an understood 1 from the x squared, a negative 13 for the x, and a positive 6 as the constant. So let's place those in the first row, and we'll be all set up. All right, so now we go to the actual process of synthetic division. We know we always get it started by dropping down that first coefficient, so we simply bring down that first 2. All right, then we're going to multiply our root times our coefficient that's now in row 3, so root times row 3 coefficient. So 2 times 2 is 4, and we record that value in the next column, second row. Then we add that second column, so 1 plus 4 is 5, record it in the third row, and then we're just going to repeat that process of step 2b and step 2c over and over again until we get to the end of our setup. So we have the root 2 times our new third row coefficient 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we add this third column, negative 13 plus 10 is negative 3. Repeat the process again. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Add this column. We're at the end. And our remainder is 0. So we have found that x minus 2 divides equally into our larger polynomial, or another way to say that is 2 is a root, an x-intercept, a solution of this polynomial, if you want to think about it that way. And I like to go ahead and, of course, we box this remainder and write the point that would be on the graph if you were to graph this larger polynomial, because that may be something you're trying to do eventually. So we know the point 2, 0 is a point on the graph of that larger polynomial. Okay, now, final thing, if you want to write this in a factored form, we're just going to pull some information back from our table. So our quotient comes right here from these coefficients in the third row. I like to go ahead and write out just notes for myself. This is the constant term, this will be the coefficient of the x term, and this will be the coefficient of the x squared term. So our solution, or our quotient in this case, would be 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, that's the answer to our division of these polynomials. We don't have a remainder here. If you did, you'd simply add or subtract the remainder over the root written in its factored form over x minus 2. And that's all there is to it. Easy enough process once you practice it a couple times. Thanks for watching.